Buona Domenica.
Ciao.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. So today here in Italia and in the United States, it is Mother's Day.
Yes.
And I think that a few years ago actually, before Dean was born, I went to visit my sister. And at that point, I was a full-time stay-at-home mom. And I went for a run with my brother-in-law around a park. And I remember looking and seeing the moms that were there. And there were moms that were, it was on Mother's Day, and there were moms that were by themselves, and there were moms that had kids with them. And I made an observation then that it seemed to me that the moms that had the kids with them were the ones that were the part-time moms, and the moms that had didn't have the kids with them, which was me, were the full-time moms. And by that I mean the moms that are the part-time moms are like the moms like me now. They're the ones that are like part-time. Part of my time I do the mom thing to these kids, and part of the time I do other kinds of work. And then I was also a full-time mom for a while, which means that I was at home with the kids and spending all of my time momming these guys. And I think that this is really interesting to think about in terms of the motherhood leadership style. And I think that maybe the best place that I think that this is described is in The Giving Tree. That book, The Giving Tree, yeah. And it's like this style of leadership where we as leaders just sacrifice everything. We put all of our personal desires and our wants to the side and give everything for the growth of another person or society or company, kind of wherever we bring that in.
And you don't have to like have kids to become a mom. You
Yeah.
could also be like a nun, like Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
She was a mom.
I think that that's so interesting that Mother Teresa, I think, is like, she epitomized that motherhood leadership style as a person. And I think it's fascinating that we always call her Mother Teresa. We don't call her just Teresa.
Teresa.
Yeah, we call her Mother Teresa. And I think that that's an interesting place for us to go, of realizing that the motherhood leadership style is an actual leadership style. And that anybody can have it. Anybody can be that type of a leader out in the world. And I think that a funny thing has happened on the way to the feminist revolution, where there was like a division between moms who decided to be part-time moms and moms who decided to be full-time moms. And I definitely have experienced this in my life, where it was like, as a part-time mom, I get the sort of like comments and almost like feelings from society that I don't love my children as much as I did when I was a full-time mom. And that kind of like my poor kids, that they're stuck with a part-time mom, which is funny because
I don't feel that way.
yeah, I'm like the same person. I'm the same mom. I just chose, I felt called by the universe to do it differently after 7 years of a full-time mom. And then when I was a full-time mom at home for 7 years, it was like everybody thought it was all bonbons and like hanging out on the couch. And I don't know why it's always bonbons, but it's always bonbons. I don't even know I don't know what bonbons are, but everybody always thinks it's like bonbons. Yeah, I think so too. And it's like there was also this feeling that like I was too stupid to have like found another type of work, which is so weird because I just chose that line of work.
And then at the end, you did.
Well,
I
and then
did the
so
very
then
line
yeah,
work.
then there was a transition there, and I think that I don't know. I think that this is a really cool place for us moms to go, and I think that this is something that we have found, especially during this time, because I think that we're all sort of like in the same place now, and we're all sort of going through the same stuff, and we're like, oh, we're all giving and contributing and loving and doing all of these amazing things in the world, and that there's no judgment between us, no matter how we chose to
Raise our kids.
yeah, that there's no, that we're all in this together, and that we're all on the same side, and that we moms are all really, really quite awesome.
And
So
if you, like in the Giving Tree book, if you keep on taking from a mom, they turn out to be like this shell, a shell of what they once were. Like the Giving Tree turned out to be a stump, not a apple tree.
yes, beautiful.
And never giving back.
Yeah. So I think this is also a place for us moms to go, is like, how are we nourishing ourselves? Because we do give a lot, and thinking about, that getting that nourishment back to ourselves is not, it's not just one day a year, that we can find that nourishment from each other, and from other mother leaders that are out there, and we can all kind of share that together, and we're all in this together.
Mm-hmm.
There's a really cool video that went around at the very beginning of coronavirus. That was the nonna that was like giving the nonna advice, the grandmother advice. Do you remember what she said, Dean?
Non è per la coronavirus. Si fa sempre.
E per sempre, yeah. She was like, listen, we're figuring out a lot of stuff right now, and it's
Like,
not just during coronavirus time. It's for always. So maybe a fun thing to think about is, how are we going to take this banding together, especially of the mother leaders out there? How are we going to take this and grow it in the future, and that it's not just during this time, it's for always, e per sempre.
May I please say something?
Yes,
The grandmothers know best.
that's true. And grandmothers, clearly, we're all mothers at some point, weren't they? All right, much love to you all. Have a nourishing, wonderful Mother's Day. I send you all my heart from Roma. Bye.
Bye.